YouTubers, how are you? Got the tray almost completed. I'd say about 92%. So as you can see, it's looking fairly complete. I've got the Merbau skirts on. Got it all sanded back and lacquered. And this is the completed headboard. So I've got the Merbau, just a slight angle there to match the angle that's on the ute at that height. And I've also sheeted the front like I said I would. The front is a little bit of patchwork. I was trying to use all the little bits that I had left over, so there's a little bit of patchwork in there. It's all little bits, but you're not even going to see it. It's going to be that close to the ute that you're not going to see it. You're just going to see a little bit of the edge, probably about that much. So you're going to see down that edge about there. So you're not going to see any of that. And what I've done underneath, I might just lift it up a bit. I'm so strong, but no, it's just balancing on the balance point sort of thing. So what I've done is lacquered underneath again, and I've siliconed most of the way down. So I've siliconed all the joins. As you can see, it's shiny just halfway down. And along the edges, you can see I've siliconed in there, and up in there too if it focuses. So it's all siliconed, and I've siliconed around that edge as well. You might not be able to see that. It's a very thin bead. So I'm just trying to protect the tray, well, the timber, sorry, from water ingress. So it's all been lacquered multiple times. There's 3 coats on most of it, sanding in between coats. Yeah, seeing as I'm siliconing them up, it'll stop any water getting into the joins as well. And I've even siliconed, you know, the join in there, the bottom as well. Yeah, one thing I do have to do, oh, it's just going to balance there. Look, it's a tilt tray. Not really. Yes, that's sort of, oh, if I can get down to the same angle, that's sort of how the headboard looks from that side. All those are screwed into the 30x30 timber, this timber that I had going around the edge, and it's all glued in there as well. You can see the thin bead of silicone going up the edge in there as well. One thing I did just think of though, because I've left a lip on all sides. You see there's a small lip there, as you can see from that angle. It will actually hold water, so what I'm going to do, because the back of the tray usually sits higher than the front, I'm going to drill a hole about there in the middle of that board, one in each corner, so one up there and one here, and I'll lacquer the inside of the hole. So I'll do quite a big hole, about the size of my finger, through there, and I'll lacquer the inside of it so water can't soak into the timber. And yeah, when it rains it'll just let most of the water out there, but there'll still be a little pool here, but it's not really going to matter, assuming as everything's siliconed and lacquered. And yeah, it'll just stop the whole tray from filling up, you know, if it is happening to be on a level surface. You could get 5mm of water over the whole thing, but anyway, deal with that as it comes. So that's the other side. It's It's a bit dark because of the light behind me. But anyway, so what I've got here is a little piece of timber that I've cut out, and I've cut the tongue off that one. So these will be fitting up into this area here. I don't know if I can get the whole thing in shot while I'm holding it. So it's pretty close. So they're going to fit up in there like that and block off that section. So I'll screw that in and silicone that up, and then it'll close up that headboard so you don't get a wind tunnel happening through there, and also stop water from going up inside there as well and sort of causing problems. Yeah, so I'm just going to cut out a few bits like that, silicone them in, screw them in. Happy days. So yeah, that's where we're up to. Obviously there's a little bit more work to do on the tray. I've just got stuff everywhere here. Oh god, it's sitting on something. What is it sitting on? Oh, that. Okay. Okay, there we go. It's a lot easier dealing with the tray when you can just slide it on top of the chassis. We'll just slide it forward a bit. It's just past the balance point. There we go. So yeah, it's kind of done. Haven't done the head tail lights yet, so they've got to be cut into there. They're still down on my board down there, so they're going to come up here. And I haven't thought about the number plate yet. I may just leave it where it is. Obviously the tray isn't overhanging this much, it's going to be back there. The number plate is quite visible where it is from the rear, so I'm pretty sure I'm just going to leave it there, because if I put it up here I've got to mount the light as well, and that might be an issue, so I'm just going to leave it where it is, I think, at least for now. I don't really want a number plate covering up all that timber anyway. Yeah, so lights will be going in each side of that. But I think that, yeah, no, it's a scratch, is it? Ah, damn it. Scratched it already. Oh, I must have scratched it with my belt. No. Stand it back and fix it. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the look of it. Especially with the Merbau trim. I think that's really made it, you know. If it was all pine, I think it'd be a bit boring, a bit monotonous. But yeah, I think the Merbau edging has just sort of brightened it up a bit and made it a lot nicer to look at. And it's also put something on the edge which is a lot stronger than the pine. The pine's easy to dent, whereas the Merbau decking is very rigid timber. So I will put up with a couple of knocks and scraps. I scratched the lacquer there because the lacquer's not set, it's still drying. Yeah, I shouldn't have pushed it with my belt. But anyway, doesn't matter. All that can be fixed. It's fine. Yes, we're almost there. Just go do a little bit more silicone under the bottom. And I'll do those little bits and pieces up under the headboard to block off the headboard under there. And then I can slide it back on the ute and bolt it in place permanently. So that will be the next sort of triumph, getting it bolted in place, and that'll be in its final position then. It won't have to come off again, I don't think. I've done everything underneath that I have to. The rest of the work will be just on the top or sides, so nice and easy to get to. So yeah, that's how we're going. These things are indispensable. Any type of drop saw. This is just Trade Tools one. I don't even know if Trade Tools exists anymore. But it was exactly the same as the DeWalt, I think. So it was made in the same factory as the DeWalt. It was about $200 cheaper. But yeah, basically the same. It's exactly the same motor, and the body of it and everything's just different colours. So it's pretty accurate. So some of the joins are a bit off just because of me, but yeah, most of the joins come up pretty nice. You can see that one there. These ones here have come up pretty nice as well. I mean, a master timber worker would do a much better job than what I do, but I'm not a master tradesman. I'm basically just a home handyman. Yeah, so this side is actually the same timber as the top. I use the same timber. So the pattern does continue down, but there are small gaps. That's why it's slightly different there, but it is pretty close. Yeah, a few chips there, but the blade that's on that drop saw is about 11 years old, or no more, 13 years old. Still haven't replaced it. Should do. Yes, that's my level of workmanship anyway. Like, it's not too bad, like the finished product looks nice, but I could do a little bit better in the joinery department. But no, I'm pretty happy with it, and it's glossing up nicely. The only thing I've got is a little bit of nap from the little roller I was using, so there's a little bit of nap stuck in the lacquer. But luckily it's basically clear. All it needs is a little light sandback, just a little light with I don't know, maybe a 220 or something like that, and lacquer it again with probably just with a big brush, I think. Less chance of getting anything in it with a brush. So yeah, that'll be a project for a few days' time. I need to let this sort of bake in the sun for a couple of days and harden up that lacquer. And yeah, that'll be good. It'd be nice to see it on the back of the ute and take some photos, and yeah, I think it's going to look really nice. And I think it's better for the unveiling. So I've got the ute parked in front of the door with the door down, so once it's all bolted on properly, I'll take it out and take a couple of photos of it, and yeah. Oh, the other thing I was going to do is put some sign writing up on there. My last name is Mapstone, so I was actually thinking of putting Mapstone Customs across the back there. Something like that anyway. I thought of Mappy's Customs because some people call me Mappy. Yeah, if you have any grand ideas for that, considering my last name is Mapstone and I do random timber work, like it's not just trays, I do lots of things. I want to start making guitars and all that sort of thing. Anything to do with timber, really. So, yeah, considering my last name is Mapstone and it's just sort of custom timber work, I don't know. I do sort of like the sound of Mapstone Customs, but I could be convinced otherwise. So yeah, if you have any grand ideas with the name, I can come up with that. That'd be good. Just comment on the video. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up, and leave a comment if you want. If you have any questions, how I've done anything. Yeah, if I had 2 people, I would definitely do more sort of how-to stuff, but it's really hard to work on something with both hands and then film it. Even if you set the camera up on a stand, it doesn't really work. So that's why I don't do that sort of stuff. But there's plenty of videos on how to with the joinery and even lacquering and everything. There's other people that do that sort of thing. So yeah, so if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. If you've got any questions, comments, anything, use the comment section below. And yeah, we'll see you next time.